In the top stories, Early Childhood Development Unit trains teachers for play therapy. Bahamas Prime Minister advocates for collaborative aviation partnerships in Latin America and the Caribbean. And man stabbed to death at Brooklyn's Coney Island subway station. Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Midday Newscast. Today is Wednesday, October 30th. I'm your presenter, Shanique Carvey. Nationally, the Early Childhood Development Unit, or ECDU, hosted a specialized training session for teachers who will work in sensory rooms at early childhood centers. The training was held on Thursday, October 24th at the Industrial Site Daycare Center, equipping educators with understanding and of practical skills in play therapy techniques for early childhood settings. The session provided a comprehensive overview of the play therapy model, delving into core concepts such as the 4 principles of play, the 7 circles of play, and the 6 fundamental development levels. Trainees also explored specific teaching play methods and approaches to play. The session included PowerPoint presentations, role-playing exercises, and interactive discussions that align with the high-scope curriculum. Dr. Josephine Claxton, director of the St. Kitts Service Spectrum Center, and Mrs. Charmaine Blanchette, education officer for the ECDU, facilitated the session. Sensory rooms are specialized spaces with various stimuli, including lights, sounds, textures, and movement. They help individuals process sensory stimuli, which is a challenge for many children with developmental delays. These rooms support sensory integration, allowing users to explore and manage sensory input, which aids in skill development and coping strategies in a controlled, safe environment. The eagerly awaited Greenhouse Band Junior Calypso competition is poised to deliver another unforgettable night of vibrant culture and youthful talent as the next generation of Calypsonians take center stage. This year's showdown promises even more excitement, returning to the plaza of St. Kitts Marriott Resort on Sunday, 15th December at 5 p.m. for an evening of performances free of charge. 14 talented primary and secondary school Calypsonians are gearing up to deliver powerful performances. Among them are the reigning primary school monarch Mighty Zen and reigning secondary school monarch Starboy Nicholas, who will also compete, adding to the evening's excitement. The participating junior Calypsonians backed by the Greenhouse Band are as follows. In the primary school category, Mighty Zen of Nevis, Chase the Dream of Nevis, Adia of St. Kitts, Prince Kai of St. Kitts, Sir Calypso of St. Kitts, Prince DJ of St. Kitts, and King Super Knowledge of St. Kitts. In the secondary school category, Starboy Nicholas, reigning secondary school monarch of St. Kitts, Mighty QJ of St. Kitts, Dequan of Nevis, Energetic I of St. Kitts, Mighty J of St. Kitts, Lady B of St. Kitts, and Legacy of Nevis. The West Indies have named a 15-man team to face England in a 3-match one-day international series that starts on Thursday, October 31st at the Sir Vivian Richards Stadium in Antigua. Captaining the team will be Shai Hope, with the other members of the squad being Joel Andrew, Casey Carty, Ruston Chase, Matthew Ford, Shimron Hetmeyer, Alzari Joseph, Shamar Joseph, Brandon King, Evan Lewis, Gudakesh Moti, Sherfane Rutherford, Jaden Seals, Romario Shepard, and Hayden Walsh Jr. The second one-day international also takes place at the Sir Vivian Richards Stadium on November 2nd, and the third and final ODI will be played at the Kensington Oval in Barbados on November 6th. We move now to news on the regional scene. During the Latin American and Caribbean Air Transport Association, or ALTA Forum, Prime Minister Philip Davis of the Bahamas called for new partnerships to enhance aviation in the region, highlighting the opportunity to significantly address the complexities of an interconnected world. Davis emphasized that the forum provides a crucial platform for exchanging ideas and tackling shared challenges in strengthening the aviation network across Latin America and the Caribbean. He noted that this event coincides with Bahamas Aviation Week, a time to recognize the sector's advancements. The Prime Minister introduced the National Aviation Strategic Plan, describing it as a framework aimed at creating sustainable and efficient aviation sector that meets the evolving needs of the region. He stressed the importance of a robust aviation network for connecting the Bahamas' nearly 700 islands, which rely on 20 international airports for tourism, trade, healthcare, and education. Additionally, Davis pointed out the importance of safety and innovation, stating that the Bahamas is adopting advanced technologies and sustainable practices in response to climate change. He expressed hope that the forum will inspire new partnerships for the future of aviation in the region. Jose Ricardo Botello, Alta's CEO, noted the participation of over 400 industry leaders, emphasizing the need for updates to economic regulations to support aviation's role in job creation and development. And finally, in regional news, the 24th edition of Dominica's World Creole Music Festival, or WCMF, has been deemed a success. In an interview with state-owned radio DBS, Marva Williams, Chief Executive Officer of the Discover Dominica Authority, stated that the festival achieved its objectives. The three-day event culminated with vibrant performances from soca stars, including Voice of Trinidad, Antigua's Tian Winters, and St. Vincent's Skinny Fabulous, who closed the show in the early hours of Monday. Williams noted, quote, "The team performed excellently, and my assessment reflects public feedback which has been overwhelmingly positive," end quote. She highlighted the festival's growth, indicating that it will continue to expand in 2024, stating, quote, "As we grow, adjustments are necessary. The larger the event, the more demands arise. This year, we fully committed to the festival's successfully drawing more visitors and enhancing awareness of Dominica as a premier music destination," end quote. She also recognized the value of patron feedback for future events, specifically noting the demand for advanced lineups. Williams mentioned that patrons expressed a desire for the preservation of Creole music, stating, quote, "Creole is the foundation of the WCMF, and we must maintain its essence, including the cadence and compa," end quote. She emphasized that the overall experience is crucial, especially for younger attendees who value photo opportunities, while older generations seek authentic experiences. Williams commended the production team for their effort and expressed her excitement for an even greater festival in 2025. Internationally, a man was stabbed to death in a New York City subway station overnight, police said on Wednesday. The 54-year-old man was found stabbed in the back at Brooklyn's Coney Island Stillwell Avenue station shortly before 11:30 p.m. On Tuesday, the New York Police Department said in a news release. He was taken to a hospital where he was pronounced dead. The victim's name was not immediately released, and no arrests have been made. The safety of the city's public transit system has been an issue throughout the mayoralty of Democrat Eric Adams, though city officials tout statistics showing fewer serious crimes in the subway system in 2024 than in the past several years. The Coney Island station is where summertime beachgoers disembark for the boardwalk and attractions. And finally, in international news, Washington Post owner Jeff Bezos has defended his newspaper's decision to stop making presidential endorsements, saying the move could help improve credibility. Mr. Bezos, who is also the Amazon founder, argued in an article on the Post's website on Monday that presidential endorsements create the perception of bias and did not tip the scales of an election. The comments follow public scrutiny, as well as the newspaper's reported loss of thousands of subscribers and the resignation of some editorial staff members. The paper has endorsed a candidate in most presidential elections since the 1970s, though when it announced the move, CEO William Lewis described the decision as a return to our roots of not endorsing presidential candidates. In its own news article on the decision, the Washington Post reported, citing two sources briefed on the sequence of events who were not authorized to speak publicly, that editorial staffers had planned to endorse Vice President Kamala Harris, but the article was never published. Bezos denied the timing of the decision was an intentional strategy and chalked it up to inadequate planning. And now for the weather. Present weather shows cloudy skies. Winds are northeast at 9 to 18 miles per hour with lighter spells overnight. The temperature for today is 29 degrees Celsius or 84 degrees Fahrenheit. Seas are 1.5 to 2.1 meters or 5 to 7 feet. Small craft operators should continue to exercise caution. Weather forecast for today predicts partly sunny skies in general, with a 40% or moderate chance of a brief passing shower. Tonight will be partly cloudy skies with periods of increased cloudiness and a 70% or high chance of evening and overnight showers. Sunset for today will be at 5:40 p.m. and sunrise for tomorrow will be at 6:09 a.m. And that brings us to the end of the ZIZ Midday Newscast. Join us this evening for these stories and more in detail. Thank you for tuning in. I'm your presenter, Shanique Harvey.